Hello there everyone, this is the Wayback Tech, and in this video I'm going to be pitting two processors up against each other, an Intel 386DX-33 versus a Conroe based 1.6 gigahertz Celeron chip. This is the Celeron 420. It is a socket 775 chip with 512K of level 2 cache, which doesn't matter because it's level 1 and level 2 cache will be disabled for this video. Make it a little bit more of a fair comparison. I want to see exactly what the performance level is going to be of the Celeron chip with its cache disabled. This is a Conroe based chip, so it's technically a Core 2, the first generation Core 2. It's not a duo because it's only a single core. So this is the chance for you guys to vote in this video. I want to know two things. I want to know, one, what class of processor, vintage processor, do you think that the Conroe 1.6 gigahertz chip will end up equaling with its level 1 and level 2 cache disabled? Is it going to be 38646? Is it going to be Pentium class? And Pentium class would mean either Pentium socket 5 or socket 7 or super socket 7, MMX or non-MMX, just going to kind of throw it in there. Pentium 2 and Pentium 3. That would also equal K62, K63 for the Pentium 2. And Pentium 3, we'll say Pentium 3 and K7. Slot A, socket A, K7. What class of processor do you think that Conroe 1.6 gigahertz Celeron chip is going to end up being with its level 1 and level 2 cache disabled? I was rather surprised by the result, I have to say. I had my own ideas about what it was going to be, and those ideas got blown away when I ran the benchmarks. I was really shocked. So, the second question is, which one do you think is going to win? Do you think the Celeron, with its level 1 and level 2 cache disabled, is going to beat the 386, or do you think the 386 is going to come out ahead? It's a very interesting question here. Here's the socket 775 platform I used. This is an ECS motherboard that came out of eMachines. Has an Intel 945 chipset, PCI Express. 2 slots of DDR2 memory. In this case I'm running PC 5300. It is in dual channel. This motherboard was an eMachines board, had an eMachines BIOS on it. So I flashed the BIOS from ECS's website for this motherboard onto it, and that gave me the ability to disable the level 1 level 2 cache, and gave me some clock speed adjustments and some other memory times and things like that. The BIOS options on this board are left default except for disabling the level 1 level 2 cache, which is only unfortunately an enable or disable. I can only enable or disable level 1 and level 2 cache at the same time. I can't disable level 1 only or level 2 only, unfortunately, on this board. But at least I can disable it nonetheless. It does have onboard video. Pretty good little board. Not too shabby. Video card I used is this ATI Fire GL V5100 card. It actually came out of an HP system, Pentium 4 system. 128 meg of RAM. Pretty decent card. Fan's a little noisy though, but works just fine. 386 platform. This is 4X based motherboard. 64K of level 2 cache. Processor is a AMD 386DX-33, which is running at 33 megahertz on this board. We've got a Cyrix Fast Math processor on it for the floating point. And I had to add a second crystal to that board. And yes, they are running at 33, not 66, because these boards run the processor at half the speed of the crystal here. 8 meg of 30-pin, 70 nanosecond memory right there. Got my beautiful Diamond Speedstar VGA card with the T-Sing ET4000. And typical run-of-the-mill IDE controller with my 540 meg Quantum hooked up. So, give you a sneak preview here. Here's what this particular board is doing. So you've seen the platforms, you know what the specs are, so which one do you think is going to win this face-off? Kind of curious to see what you guys have to say. Also, what class of processor, vintage processor, do you think Conroe is going to end up equaling? I'm kind of curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on that too, because I had my own thoughts about that, and I was completely blown away on that when I ran the benchmarks. Yes, they've already been ran, as a matter of fact. I already know what the result is, but I want to see what you guys think is going to end up being the case. So go ahead and vote now in this video. Top right hand corner, you'll see a little exclamation point. Just click on that and you'll see the two polls there. Also, if you want to go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the performance that's going to end up turning out to be here, what your answers are. I'll be curious to read all those things. So thank you very much for watching, and see you again right here on the Wayback channel in about a week. We conclude this face-off video. Peace out, everyone.